Hey, what's up? It's Greg. Hey, listen, the thought for today, something that came on my radar screen, is why the hell is Viacom so freaking cheap? Okay, so ever since it sold off with the hedge fund debacle, Bill Hwang and Archegos, ever since they imploded, the stock went from 100, this was just a few weeks ago, 100 to 50, and then after that it gapped down to like 39, okay? And now it's up around 41. Well, when I look, this was in the news, and I looked at it and checked around and all that kind of stuff. And then I started looking at it, and I looked at some of the other companies, right? You have Comcast, you have AT&T, what else you got? You got Disney, of course. Now, Disney and AT&T have been losing money, so you can't look at that PE ratio. When you look at Comcast, it's selling for 24 times earnings, and Viacom was trading below 10, and now it's back up to around 10 times earnings. So why is Viacom so freaking cheap? Now I'm sure if I were a media analyst, I could give you 10 reasons why Viacom's business is worse than Comcast. But when I just look at it as a financial person, they're in all the same businesses. They both own cable businesses, right? Cable TV, which everyone got into, in the last 25 years, thinking it was a great business, stable cash flow. Now everybody hates it. They both own a network TV, which everyone hates now because they see advertising declining, and they see streaming services and everything else, taking market share away, and so those franchises become less valuable. Viacom owns CBS, and so I don't get it. I mean, is there an arbitrage here? In my experience from being on Wall Street, when there's such an enormous disparity between valuations between companies that are, relatively the same, I'm sure on a micro level there are differences, and Joey media analyst would point to 20 reasons why Comcast deserves a higher multiple, but more than twice the multiple. I mean, how is this possible? So I'm thinking it's just a matter of time before the hedge funds, before other major institutions start focusing on this and saying, hey, there's an arbitrage here. Viacom is insanely cheap. Let's start buying it. And in fact, in the last couple of days, we've seen Viacom go from like 39 to now it's like at 41. So I have seen some buying. I bought the calls a few weeks ago. So far, the trade has not worked out. I bought the 65 January 2022 calls. So far, the trade has not worked out well, but I just really don't understand it. So what I'm going to do is, on this channel, in the next couple of days, I'm going to dig into this, do a deep dive on it, and I'm going to check out and come to a conclusion on, is Viacom insanely cheap, and does it offer an arbitrage opportunity in the sense that this is just a distortion that's a result from the massive trade-off that we saw with the hedge funds. Okay, so stay tuned to this channel for an update here. I'm going to do a deep dive into this, and check it out to see my recommendation on this. Will be coming your way in a couple of days. Stay tuned.